Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? So today's video is the follow-up for the Greyhawk Adventures, their little one-shots that they have. And we're going to do the mid-range today, followed up by the high level towards the end. So I just want to read the setup and talk about it for a quick second. This is to give you an idea of what you could do for your own campaign, because you can stick any adventure in any campaign setting or world or whatever. So hopefully these ideas will give you something where if you ever need a quick encounter on the fly because somebody can't make it or somebody's coming in late or whatever the reason is, you need an encounter to help them level up or gain information. These are the adventures for you. So this one is entitled Vote for the Goat, which I thought was pretty interesting. So the terrain is City of Greyhawk. Total party levels is 18, which is average about third, which is pretty cool. Total GP 0, monster XP 5,270. So this lets the DM know like some additional information, like how much experience, and I don't know about the total gold. I mean, I guess you're not going to get any gold. It's more about information, but here we go. The setup. The PCs have been hired by representative of the Marvelous Talking Goat Party to provide security at their political rallies and escort their candidate for the forthcoming county elections as he tours the district. That's number one. Number two, the PCs are walking through the streets in the evening when they pass what would seem to be a well-attended public meeting in a large building. All of a sudden, there's a tremendous commotion within, and a distressed young man with an artificial goat horn strapped to his head bursts out of the building and cries, "Help! Help! Hector's been kidnapped!" So, and a little DM note here. The DM should choose a location for this adventure on the map of the free city. The adventure is best suited to take place in the river, the artisans, or the thieves' quarter. So this is a nice little city adventure. And the other thing that's cool about these is they just give you the map where this is going to take place. And they're always small little maps. And then on the next, they give you more descriptions, and then they give you the outcome at the end, like what should happen and consequences. All right, next is bath time for the Hopping Prophet. Terrain, City of Greyhawk, party level 18, average third level. Total gold pieces, variable, and monster XP is only 2,090. So feel free to switch these up, especially like Vote for the Goat, where they don't give you any gold. Um, figure out something that they should get. I'm sure they have a nice reward in there. I just didn't really look through it. And I played through all these adventures a few times as a DM and a couple of times as a player. So I just don't recall the treasure or what you get for the Vote for the Goat. All right, bath time for the Hopping Prophet. Terrorist activity attributes to the following of the Wastri, of the Wastri. The Hopping Prophet has reached epidemic proportions in the foreign quarter, while a large contingent of the City Watch and military have been posted here to try to restore law and order. The authorities have also posted a 300 gold piece reward for the apprehension of the villains responsible. Dun, dun, dun. Next one. Relatives of a kidnapped merchant of the foreign quarter store owners whose store was firebombed recently offers the PCs a reward to release their relatives or bring the criminals to justice. So basically, you're hunting down the merchant kidnappers. Next up is pygmies, sage, micronids, and plants. City of Greyhawk, total party level 24th, average is 4th. Total gold 1800, monster XP 6730. All right, here's this idea, and as you can see, there's a little map right there. The PCs are engaged by Adrian Herberfarg, a local sage, to procure a variety of plant species from the wilderness and to deliver them to him at his residence in the Garden Quarter. A message bearing a badly scrawled note calls at the PC's lodging in the city. The note reads, "Help, come quickly. Adrian the Stage is in danger." Ooh. Adrian the Stage is well known in the Free City, and directions to his house can be easily procured. So, there are two different things. Like, I like how there's two different setups. Depending on, what your party is and what you've done before. The whole message thing, I think, is pretty cool. Gives a little mystery. All right, this is one of my favorite encounters for players who like to role play and not necessarily always just get in the combat every time. So I kind of try to throw in one of these encounters every now and then. So it gives the characters a chance to question their character's motivation and their motives for playing either a good character or a neutral good. I really don't like having evil characters in the group unless there's a really good reason for it. And in fact, they even give a note on that. So the PCs are hired by a messenger from Herodotus, a priest of... I'm sorry, if you've watched my videos, you know that I've mentioned I have a speech impediment and I'm dyslexic. So reading this out loud is actually really good for me, but my pronunciation is always jacked. So I apologize. Of Photis, who asks their aid in protecting a group of pilgrims on their journey from a shrine in the foothills to the city of Trigli in Ulick. The players will be paid 100 gold pieces apiece. That's not bad for 4th level. I mean, most players would probably want more, but you might be able to entice them with something else. But either way, a PC or a lawful good or lawful neutral assignment is asked by his temple or tutor to assist Heralus, something like that. In the works for training, here's a word. I don't know why it always throws me off. And I know what the word means. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to see it here with that light. The Acostals, I believe that's how you pronounce it. In the faith, especially suitable for a PC or priest. Acolytes, that's it. I don't know why that word always twists me up. Especially suitable for a PC priest of Photolis, or photo. I want to say it's photo, but it's Photolis, I believe. Note, and feel free on Photolis, for those of you who know who that guy is, to put a key in there for me. I really enjoyed the last time. A subscriber put that in. It kind of helps me with my pronunciation, which I constantly try to work on. Note, this adventure is most enjoyable if the PCs are lawful neutral, lawful good, or neutral good of any alignment at least in the main. So basically, I'll expand a little bit on this one because I really enjoy this one. You are going to be escorting from one small village to another location some ogres of all who have been converted and just want to, live a good life and don't want to kill anymore. And I'll leave it at that. So with that idea, you can kind of like choose anything, whether being escorted, and then of course, there's always some group that doesn't like them, or maybe in their past, these ogres, or maybe some minotaurs, a couple of minotaurs, or something where they're just really evil creatures. Like, it would really be crazy if they had converted like about 4 or 5 gnolls, you know, and so all these town folks who have survived their attacks or whatever, or a ranger has finally tracked them down, wants revenge, and all of a sudden they've seen the light. So what do? I spent enough time on that, but I really do enjoy that adventure. Riders of the Storm, the PCs, terrain, village, hills, the Stark Mounds, for those of you who are playing in the Greyhawk. Average level is 5th, and they recommend 30 levels. Total GP 5,000, monster XP 2,200. The PCs are headed into Sturridge from the Grand Duchy of Geoff. Having heard a rumor of strange happenings in Istavin. Istavin? Istavin? Oh, Istavin. I want to say it's Istavin. Okay, so the PC are headed to the Grand Duchy of Geoff to seek adventurers protecting the beleaguered land against ogres and giants flooding down from the Crystal Mist Mountains. And they give another hook. 3. The PCs hear ghostly riders in the Stark Mounts that drive villagers from their homes and take riches of mining community. The PCs are trying to stop this terrorizing and maybe get back those riches. And they put an exclamation mark on riches. So maybe I should, emphasize that. So you got the appeal for help. And right here, the whole little encounter is just this map. So you can do with it as you want. Next up is Dark Denizens of the Deep Delve. Ooh. The terrains, you can put this in the hill. Total party level is 30. Average is 5th level. 4,700 is the gold. And monster XP 13,150. Setup. While in the free city, the players are contacted by the agents of the Jewelers and Gem Cutting Guild to investigate the strange going on in one of the mines owned by their membership. So, at that point you could ask for some money because you have to go and do this thing. Next one. Traveling through the wilderness, the PCs are attacked by a raiding party of dark elves. If the players track the drow back to the lair after the attack or search the area the following day, they come across what appears to be abandoning mine work. So if you're going to play in the Greyhawk campaign setting and really embrace it, number one, drow player characters are going to be very rare. Number 2, you need to enforce the sunlight wound. So this is going to happen either, if it's during the day, have some light fog, or it's raining and it's overcast so that the sun's not really out, and there's no penalty for the drows during the day. Next hook. PCs exploring the Underdark discover the whereabouts of some kind of shrine to an evil elemental lord guarded by despicable evil beings that reveal in the capture and torture of human beings and other surface dwellers. Their direction brings them to some recent mine workings not far from the shrine. So this is something where if you're already in the Underdark and you just need a quick encounter and the players need an excuse to leave the Underdark to kind of like resupply, you could play this adventure on their way to back to one of the cities to resupply or gain more resources or whatever, or resurrect a dead player character as a quick adventure to help them gain some XP and some loot and face the drow. All right, next one. Verbeeg of the Garly Forest, or the Gnarly Forest. Could be Garly. I think it's Garly. All right, terrain is the Arctic, obviously. No, so the forest. Total party level 36. Average 6th level. Total gold pieces 12,615. Monster XP, they put a 0, which is really interesting. So this might be a, maybe you could talk your way out of this type of situation, or I don't know why they don't put the XPs, but I don't know. It's one of those weird, I'd have to really read into it. All right, so here's the setup. The PCs are approached by a young, lawful good ranger asking for help in finding the monsters in the Garly Forest that have been hunting and killing unicorns for their horns. Uh-oh. The ranger has been able to track the humanoids to the general area of their lair and wants help slaying them. So this ranger should probably be around 3rd level, and he just happens to stumble upon these PCs at the right time as they're maybe traveling on the road, and there's a forest nearby. This ranger is like looking for people to help, and he bumps into the players. Number 2, the PCs learn through the Thieves contract. Traders in the Greyhawk or Divers or other cities nearby that in the Garly Forest there is a supplier of unicorn horns, much in demand with alchemists. The PCs could perhaps gain much gold by finding this forest dweller, slaying him, and taking the horns he keeps. A suitable mercenary NPC for the DM's campaign can offer to guide the PCs to the general area of the Verberg lair in return for a slice of the profit. So, good way to introduce a PC who can NPC who can be a future help to them, and give them information or help them find treasure in the future. The I know a guy who knows a guy. All right. The PCs are traveling through the Garly Forest looking for the legendary temple of elemental evil when they encounter a group of Verbig en route. So you're gonna you can also have them at this point attacking a unicorn, and so this allows them to save the unicorn, and maybe depending on who you have in your group, if you have especially if a ranger or a druid, making a friend of a unicorn. Oh wow, there's some really good treasure in this adventure if they find it. Okay, a far cry from the swamp. All right, so this is a lot of adventures we're going through because this is the middle level, and these are pretty cool. I'm enjoying these. I hope you guys are too. Hopefully this gives you some ideas. You see the map that they have settled there, so you can figure things out. Also, you can find the City of Greyhawk box set. You should be able to get a PDF of it somewhere, or you should be able to find a free PDF because they're so old. All right, so terrain, City of Greyhawk, party levels 36, average 6. Total gold, variable, monster XP, 4,210. Interesting. Where you know, it might be more traps or whatever, something's going on. We're not really facing as many creatures. People have disappeared from the docks at night. While this is a fairly common occurrence in the Free City, the disappearances are becoming more and more frequent, and the authorities want them to stop. A reward of 100 gold pieces has been posted for the apprehension of the culprits. Because they're 6th level, 100 gold pieces don't mean nothing to them at this point, because it's not a piece. I would raise it up to 1,000, and it should be more of a search for a merchant's relative, and you can expand on that. That's what I would do. Number 2, the Docks and Wharfmen's Union is threatening to strike unless the safety of their membership can be guaranteed. While they work at night, the PCs are asked to represent the Merchants and Traders Union to provide security for the night workers. Again, you're going to have to negotiate some fees, and this is a good chance also for the players to get some free equipment, non-magical equipment, or maybe even a couple of potions of healing to help them go deal whatever is going down there. Patrols of the Night Watch Union have been attacked by fearsome beasts in the docks, and night watchmen are looking for adventurers to bolster up their patrols in the area and put an end to those attacks. So, whatever city you're running this in, This is a chance to gain a contact with either the captain of the Night's Watch or the lieutenant. Um, use these as opportunities for the player characters to make a contact, especially if this is going to be a major city. If the player characters are going to go back a few times, it's nice to have a friend. Like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. And that's to show you how old I am, and for those of you who remember that show. All right. In this instance, they talk about the creatures who are scrags. And I know I didn't go into the other one, but you're going to be looking in this type of adventure to put some really gruesome creatures down there, because they are 6th level, that are, kidnapping and eating and terrorizing these workers and abducting. I already said kidnapping, so kind of redundant there. All right, Mayhem at the World's End. Ooh. This is in a tavern. Level 36, average 6th level, total gold piece 7,500, monster XP 1,905. So, the PCs are approached by merchants from the Bandit Kingdom, who offer them 1,000 gold pieces apiece to disrupt a meeting between rival weapon suppliers and an important customer. He wants his rivals done away with and the customers brought to him for interrogation. I love these type of just random setups where the players don't expect something like this for an encounter in a tavern, and you could just run with it. There's so many things you can go with this. The next one is the PCs are approached by the powers that be in Greyhawk or Yarnus, Yandi, etc. They want the supplies of the Bandit Kingdom weapons headed south to an unnamed power for the Scarlet Brotherhood stop, and are willing to pay the PCs to kill or capture the dealers and their customers. Again, this is a chance to introduce whatever high-level NPC that you have. It could be a circle of 8 member. It could be, because we're talking in Greyhawk, it could be someone from the Thieves Guild, because one of them is the mayor. It could be other wizards or clerics. Like, there's so much you could do with this, where they are meeting important people, and important people will usually have things that need to be dealt with, and they have so much that they have to do, so that's when the player characters come in. And also, too, in these type of adventures, you're going to make a powerful enemy. And believe me, they will find out whoever stopped whatever that they had going on. And that's another hook on the adventure, where the players will have to deal with the consequences of these. So have fun with these type of adventures. And last but not least, a diplomatic incident. So, City of Greyhawk, party level, average level 36, average 6 party, total gold pieces variable, monster XP variable, posters advertising for discreet and reliable adventuring parties and mercenary groups appear to be on the walls throughout the free city. They promise good pay and a privilege in return for short-term duty. Prospect candidates should report to Central Nevers, Captain General of the Watch, great contact in the city of Greyhawk. And if you know about his history, there's a lot of adventuring that you can do. PC groups that are well known in the city or have been successfully completed a mission on behalf of some of the city's major power groups are asked to report to the office of Central Nevers, Captain General of the Watch. So if you played any of the adventures before this, word went to the Captain General, and he's like, okay, I know this group, and I've heard about this group, and I'm going to give them a shot to prove themselves to the city, and if they accomplish what they're supposed to do, then you've made a good friend and a contact. This is about a meeting where I'll just read a little bit because it's the last one. So this can give you a little bit of a hint of what you should be doing. A representative from the Sea Prince Kalen, the Iron League, and the Scarlet Brotherhood are due to attend these talks. While City Watch and military provide some measure of security, the directing Ologard has seen fit to hire veterans to provide special protection for the delegates during their stay in Greyhawk. So you got protection of a group. They give you the map. And they talk about you're basically, it looks like you are protecting the representative from the Scarlet Brotherhood, which is why they don't want nothing bad to happen to him. So he'll have his honor guard, and you guys will basically be bodyguards on an assassination attempt upon the Scarlet Brotherhoods, who are known for manipulating, controlling governments, assassinations. You're supposed to protect the assassin, or the father of the legate is a very senior member of the Scarlet Brotherhood. So you can use this for any other campaign. So with that, also too, I didn't put this right here. Oh, I should have left her right there. I had when I put her to the side, she had a glare on her. So otherwise, but it's also a good chance to introduce Doric, who I found very entertaining in the Honor Among Thieves. And if you haven't seen that movie and you're a D&D fan, you should go see it. I know we were all boycotting at that time, but I went and saw it. It's a great movie. It is hands down the best Dungeons and Dragons movie so far. And I hope they're able to do another one. And I hope Netflix doesn't mess up their Forgotten Realms series that they want to do. So this is a little bit longer video. And if you stayed to the very end, thank you. Leave a comment below if you plan on using any of these ideas. We still have one more group to go. And after that, I am going to do the wine harvest, a complete breakdown, because this is a good first level adventure. Help to get your player characters to second level really quick. And it's really fun and playful. But if your party's a bunch of murder hobos, well, then the poor goblins in this will just die. But with that, people, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. I hope you guys have a good week. Take care.